Hello everybody, how are we? Good? Look, I just want to share something with everybody and just look and say there's so much going on in the world at the moment and we're all in so many different emotions and so much going on. And I just want to share now, right at this very moment, to teach you how to just be present and get inside our bodies and start focusing and distracting ourselves of what we can actually feel inside, the magic that we can produce, the healing that we can have. And then where that leads is just goes on forever, right? So what I want to do is I just want to start off. If you can get a chair, you can be on the floor, but just make sure that you're somewhere where you can get yourself really grounded, okay? So I'm choosing to sit right on the edge of the chair. I'm not finding the middle of the chair because I might as well have the remote control. So I'm going to the edge of the chair until I feel this sense of elongation in my spine. And just recognizing my hands, as I place my hands on the base of my thigh in connection of my knee. I close my lips. I recognize my hands in my knee, and I may shift. I may not like it. I may. So as I'm keeping recognition in my hands, I now start recognizing my feet. And all this time, I'm recognizing sensations that go on in my body, shifts that happen in my alignment. So much going on, right? So now I find the balls of my feet. Nice. I find my toes and I intentionally place them in the floor. Then I find the balls of the feet and the heels. Now let's give that connection a few breaths. Just the feet. Recognizing the feet. Also recognizing how much breath you can get in. Is it smooth? Is it shaky? Is it broken up? Close your lips. Place your teeth on top of each other. And inhale through the tip of the nose. Okay. Wow. Just that, right? How much that wakes up cells and unfamiliar sensations and not so good sensations. But you know what? It's a start. It's such a great start. Okay? So now, trust me. We're going to do now these trapezius, okay? The trapezius muscles here. Now, this is an area which creates, or people are familiar with, stress, right? Don't touch me there. All this yuckiness around the neck and the shoulders. Well, look, you know the yin yang, happy, sad, strong, weak? Well, there's playful up here, okay? Lots of playful, lots of flirtatious, lots of intention, lots of loveliness, okay? So I just want to do an exercise with you where we're just going to get familiar with our trapezius, okay? So we're going to place our feet together. Again, sit right on the edge of the seat. Remember, sitting on the edge of the seat is going to engage the soul naturally, okay? Which then brings on a sense of sit up. Everything's nice. Dignity. Okay, so feet together. Recognize your feet together. Now recognize your knees and your knees placed together. So now we've got our feet and our knees. Just close your eyes and breathe through the tip of the nose and try and acknowledge where you feel. Where else you feel. On each inhale, do you feel you want to elongate and sit up with dignity and proudness? A few more breaths. Okay, I'm now going to bring my shoulders back and recognize my shoulder blades and my latissimus. Yep, so I've got them back. Not here. That will sidestep or avoid. Back. Okay? Back, shoulder blades. So now I've got this sense of elongation in my spine. My knees are placed together. My feet are placed together. I'm recognizing all the sensations. And now I recognize my elbows. And I'm going to bend my elbows behind me, keeping my elbows so close to my ribs, and deliberately lift my shoulders up by my earlobes. It's going to feel so yucky, right? But you've got to deal with it, right? Breathe. Breathe into that sensation of yuckiness, yep. And as your posture wants to drop, just keep fighting it, yeah? Lifting the shoulders right up, finding that yuckiness purposely. Yep, we're deliberately, it's like reverse psychology. We're deliberately lifting the shoulders to find that tension, okay? And acknowledge it. A few breaths. And then slowly we're going to lower the elbows back down, feeling and recognizing the shoulder blades, not letting go of any of the connection. And it's just going to want to drop. Control it. Oh. Now that's big, okay? So, we're going to do that again, but this time we're going to lift up. And we're going to lift our elbows, it's like a butterfly stroke, okay? And we're going to place the shoulders all the way from the front. Place the hands down on the knees and hold. Then we're just going to reverse and come back and engage. Okay, shoulder blades. I like to say our photo moment. All right? So, this is very important that it is done very, very, very slowly, that we acknowledge everything, sensation, everything that we're feeling throughout the body. Okay? Now, what not to do? Okay? Most people are going to just do that because going right up here feels awful. Okay? It feels yucky. But you know what? We have to face it. We've got to find it. What we've got to then do, once we find it, is then bring in some breath and some love. Okay, so we've acknowledged it, we've accepted it, and then we have control of it. So, elbows stay close here for the first part. Then I lift my shoulders all the way. I don't shortcut. No shortcuts. I lift. Can you see that? I overdo it. I fully overdo it. Okay, feeling everything coming from my soul. I overdo it. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's try that. And up. I feel it now in the triceps, the scapula, the latissimus. My elbows are lifted. I'm not dropping them. You need to acknowledge when you drop your posture. Oh, this is brilliant. Place the hands down. Acknowledge. Now recognize the pubic bone here and inhale through the tip of the nose, keeping that whole intention. Exhale through the pubic bone. Inhale through the pubic bone. Taking the reverse action. Oh, wow. Work on that, okay? I'm going to recap, sitting on the edge of the chair. This is just for you to let go, take your mind off things, so much going on, yep, and start learning about the inner body, the magic that you have and can produce, okay? So, sit on the edge of the chair, everything's loose, yep. And I'm just going to have my feet nice and wide. I'm just going to lift the shoulders up. And I'm just going to drop them down. And lift them up. Stop. Recognize the pubic bone. On the next inhale, don't drop. Recognize the pubic bone and slowly lower down. Beautiful, through the shoulder blades. Okay, nice loose hands. We're going to give a bend of the arms, loose, up. Breathe, acknowledge the sensations. Acknowledge the yuckiness. Deliberately find the yuckiness, yep.